Okay, so some exciting news. Google Meet has now been integrated into Google Classroom. So let's go ahead and take a look at how we can turn this on and how this works. The first thing you're going to want to do if you are deciding to switch over to using Google Meet, you want to give students resources. Let them know what is happening, let the parents know what is happening, so then they can make adjustments based on their devices. The way that you'll want to get them this information is by taking them to the OnTrack website under Student and Parent Resources. We'll go to Student Tools, and there is the new option for Google Meet. So they will click there, and then they will see helpful videos on what the Google Meet screen looks like, what they'll need to do, download the app. But all of this information here is going to be helpful for them before they get into that Google Meet. Now in your Google Classroom, we'll need to first turn this option on. So what you will need to do is go up to the top, go to Settings, and then right in here, you're going to see, if you scroll down, Generate Meet Link. We're going to go ahead and click on this, and this is going to automatically create a nickname Google Meet for us. Now default is to be visible to students. We want to go ahead and take that off. One of the biggest concerns we had with Google Meet was the ability for students to still be able to jump back into a Google Meet with or without the teacher there. So the steps that we're going to take you through are going to help prevent that from happening. And then we'll need to click Save. So now when we are ready to do a live session with our students, what we will need to do is go into Settings, scroll down to our Meet link, and we'll want to copy that. Then we can jump back into either the stream or classwork, wherever you post your announcement for your meeting. What we want to do is let the kids know when and what time we are meeting. Add the link that you just copied. If you're going to post this to multiple classes, you can post it to multiple classes, and then we will click Post. Students can access that link if you have clicked into it before. So that's why we want to wait to post it a little bit before the session, or you can even schedule your post if that's what you need to do. But you want to wait until a little bit before your session to post that link. When you are ready to start your session, click on your link. Once you are in there, your students will be able to join as well. So right now, if they were trying to click that link beforehand, it was not letting them in. So right when you get in, your students can get in too. The dashboard tools you should be pretty familiar with from doing Google Meet with your campuses and with your PLCs, but there are a few things that we do want to point out to you. So important things to show them are how to pin their teacher. So when they go over here and click to the side where they see the listing of people, they'll have that option to pin. And then they'll see a little thumbtack and they can pin you. So then that way you're the person on the center of the screen. And then alternatives to nod. Raise your hand if you have a question. You can also use the chat room features if they have a question to put a question mark. So you can use those options for your mobile device users or for students that are not using Chrome. Turning on the captions. So students can do this for themselves. If you turn it on, it doesn't turn it on for them, unfortunately. But just let them know that that is there. They need to be aware of that. Let me turn this off. Remember, you can share your screen, all that good stuff. To mute your participants, what you'll want to do is go to your participants icon, click there, and then over here, the same place where we did our pinning is where you can mute microphones. So if I need to mute the microphone, now know that in Google Meet, I can mute students, but I cannot unmute them. So students need to know how to unmute themselves. So make sure you teach them that over here on the bottom to unmute themselves. So I can mute them. And then at the end of my session, I want to remove any students, tell them goodbye. Some are going to exit and leave, but I can also remove them. So once I remove, I click remove. I want to make sure that I am the last person in the call. And then when I am done, I hang up. And then I want to go back to my Google Classroom, go to settings, and I'm going to need to reset the link to my Google Meet. Now what happens is during the time that I hang up, there is a small window where students can jump back into the Google Meet, but it will remove the student. So these are the key things to remember when using Google Meet inside of Google Classroom. Keep your link hidden. Post the Meet link a few minutes before your session. Be the last to leave the room. Make sure to remove students if you need to. And then right when you finish your call, go ahead and reset your Meet link in your settings.